Kristen McGee, and I want to show you how to do a headstand. So first of all, I want to show you where to find the actual crown of your head, where you need to put the top of your head on the floor. You take your thumbs together like so, put them right at your temples, and then spread your hand. And wherever your pointer finger hits is the crown of your head. That's the top of your head where you want it to be on the floor. Now, even though it's called a headstand, yes, there will be some weight on the head, but a majority of the weight is in your arms and your shoulders. So what I want you to do is work your abdominals and your arms. We're going to do a thing called dolphin. So you interlace your hands, and when you come into headstand, you don't want the head to be flat against the palms. You actually want to imagine there's almost a little tennis ball between your hands, and the head comes between the wrists. So that's another thing you can practice, is just pushing down that region, not flattening the palms under your head. When you do that, you tend to roll forward almost like a somersault. So to practice dolphin, you make that little headstand clasp, push into your forearms, lift your hips up, slide your feet slightly back, come forward as if you're going to do a plank, and then push to your forearm dog. Practice these daily, 8 to 10 dolphins back and forth, and until you feel super comfortable with them, you might not even want to go into any sort of headstand attempt. Now, the reason why I like practicing headstand in the center of the room to begin with is that it teaches you to ride the bicycle without ever having the training wheels on, but of course you can always do this against a wall as well. Once you've practiced your dolphins, once you have a sense of where the crown of your head should be, once you know that you really want to keep your shoulder blades down your back, press into your forearms, lock into your core, we'll work on coming upside down. So I bring my hands down, my forearms down. My head is going between that space and my wrists, my crown of my head. I come into a downward facing dog pose, and I walk my feet in as close as I can, almost like I'm in a somersault over. I bend my knees towards my armpit, so this is like a crow pose. You have to use your abdominals here. If you're not forward enough and you try and lift your feet, you can't get them up. So you really have to make sure you walk all the way in, and then it's easier to lift the knees up. Once you're in this egg shape, you can practice lifting the legs towards the ceiling, and that's your headstand. But really, I'm pushing into my elbows. So see how my head came off the floor? It's mostly my arms that are supporting me and my core. So it's a really great idea to keep doing those dolphins, keep getting that abdominal strength. Of course, if you want to do this up against a wall, you can. You would do the egg shape and get your lower back flat against the wall, and then walk your feet up the wall for practice. But fully encourage you to start working on this, even if it's just getting comfortable with the head on the floor and the legs up into your down dog, and then eventually walking your feet in, maybe lifting one foot at a time, just going that far, and then eventually try and lift both feet, and then eventually get your legs up. And press into your elbows, press into your arms, use your abdominals, come back into your egg before you relax down and take child's pose to rest.